Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Marta here and I'm super happy and very excited to share with you some new video tutorial today. Something quite strange happening on my desk, as you can tell. I have all kinds of canvases here today. Do you prefer to use big, large canvas and big surface to work on? Or maybe you prefer super cute, tiny one that it's easier for you? Or maybe you like the circly one? Regardless of that, I really wish you to see that today's project will show you and hopefully prove you that it really doesn't matter what base you have, what products you use, you can make beautiful art no matter what. We're gonna have exactly the same startup and breakage of this blank canvas. We're gonna break those canvases exactly the same way. Is it easy or is it difficult to work on certain sizes and shapes? We're gonna try to find out this together. I hope you will stay and I hope you will create some projects today with me. Shall we? So let's open our canvases here. This one is super small and I bought it in this shop called Sostrene Grene, actually in Cork in Ireland, but I know that some other countries do have this shop as well, and this one I cannot remember. I think it was called Art Supplies in Cork as well. But again, this project, this whole video is for you to see that it doesn't matter what you have at home. What's important is that you can really work the same way. That could look amazing now that I'm thinking. Look, imagine this sort of project. Gorgeous already, isn't it? So no matter what kind of base you have, we're gonna work simultaneously exactly the same way. I'm gonna start off by using some white gesso and I'm gonna use my spatula to begin with. I'm just looking for my this is extremely dirty spatula. Oh, I like this one, one of my favorite. This one is white gesso, but what I'm about to do here is I really wish to start and I really wish to not be precise. Today is not about precision, today is about mixed media. Today is about showing you that similar techniques can be applied to all kinds of projects, and I really wish you to see and not feel intimidated by a product, by a size that you think that I cannot do it because I don't have this, or when you tons of times asking me questions like, do you think I could do it on the canvas? Yes, most of the projects and situations are okay for any situation. Same exactly technique could apply on the paper. So today we're gonna try to see and we're gonna try to solve this. Can we actually do same thing on different shapes and sizes? That's what I'm gonna do tonight. Hannah is asleep, but I don't know for how long. So, but I reckon because I have 5 pieces already on my desk, I believe that it could be quite a long video. So get ready for some crafting session with me today. I meant to do some other video, but then it's okay. Then I was thinking, but why don't I do this? And then I thought, yeah, maybe actually I can show you that this is possible and this is possible, and don't be stressed and don't be so super extremely precise about stuff. Just enjoy it, enjoy the process. Even if your thing is different than mine, you know, that kind of attitude. So I'm gonna have exactly the same, work here. Maybe I'm gonna just add a little more glue on the back straight away. So I'm just working with some string and that's really it, nothing special. String and gesso, so that we can have this nicely tucked in together. And gesso is a great primer for all kinds of mediums that you wish to work on. And then it's just easier for you to apply color, to apply sprays, to apply acrylics, to apply watercolors. Primer, it's good to prime. If you don't, what if you don't have the gesso? Well, you can certainly try and use white acrylic paint. You can certainly try. So I'm kind of rushing again. We are mothers, we are so we're programmed to the way that if we have this 5 minutes of a spare time, we are just extremely fast, isn't it? But really, you know, the last 2 days were so difficult, I have to say. Hannah is very strange. She is screaming. I don't know why. We don't know why. She is just giving us a headache, literally. And we like, and Lucas said to me, if I'm going to shop and if I won't come back, now you know why. He's in shopping now. Hannah is asleep. Emily is doing Polish school. Oh, and Hannah just woke up. I think the barking dog outside. Yes. That happens too. Do you know what? That's okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to put them strings all together on all of my 5 projects, and I'm gonna be leaving them to dry and coming back probably in the evening when Hannah will go for the night to sleep, I guess. That's what I'm gonna probably do, because I'm gonna go and grab her. So I'm gonna just add one more little hot glue on the back. You see, exactly the same process can be done, as you can tell, on all projects. No matter what size project you have, no matter whether you work on a large piece or you work on a small or you're working on a round one. Hopefully I'm not mistaken, and this will all work nicely now. But I think so it will. Oh, you will hear Hannah now. So I better go and check her out. Let me just finish this quickly. Oh, small babies. Small babies. In the night, in the evening, when there is a nap time, the evening nap time, when she wakes up, it's quite dark, you know. So she's kind of not comfortable there, I'm guessing. But I'm going right now. So last touch, doing exactly the same thing with all of my gessos here on top of my string, and let it to dry. I'll see you in a minute. Emily came to the rescue. And she's having Hannah here, just so I can add a little bit more texture. And when I add, yes, when I add a little more texture, it's like nearly. Are you okay, Hannah? Did you have a good sleepy? Yes. Tak? No tak. So I'm gonna add some extra nice texture, so that you will see that you can have a lovely lovely texture anywhere here. It's quite a lot of amount of product, as you can tell. But it's also like a lovely kind of free texture in a way, you know. Now if you worry that you're using a lot of modeling paste, just make your own at home. I have on my channel some DIY how to do homemade texture, so you can try that. So I'm trying kind of make a lovely different kind of composition on each piece, and it's gonna be very 3D. I'm not sure when this is gonna dry. The little one has definitely something to tell you guys. She is definitely saying something to us. Yes, I told you she's a chatter, didn't I? So yes, I have it nice. And what do you think, Ems?
Very pretty.
very pretty. I like that too. It's kind of, it's kind of like, you know, some kind of
Is it nice?
strange composition here.
Tak.
Tak. Tak? Tak?
Tak.
Tak? Yes, definitely something is here interesting for her, certainly, that she has so much to say. So I'm gonna leave this guys to dry, and I will come back to you when everything is tak. Tak is her new word.
That means yes in Polish.
Yes, exactly. So I love I love that very much. As you can tell, it's very textury, interesting. I like that. I like that. I'm thinking, what if I'll add one more string, Ems?
Where?
The thicker one on top of everything. Look, this one is like much thicker one. Let's see on this one, to build even bigger texture,
Nice.
to kind of be really bold about it. Something like that, maybe. Yes.
You looking? Tick, tick.
Hannah is very much interested of what's going on, of here, what's going on here.
Wow.
Like now, and I can cut that off. Oh, my scissors are here. I haven't cleaned after my last craft, so the desk is pretty messy, I have to say. Oh, that's nice. Careful my coffee, Emily.
Yeah.
And I can add some more kind of modeling paste / gesso, whatever you have at home, in here. Yeah, I love that now. That's that's nice. I'm gonna do exactly the same. Aren't you funny little? Aren't you funny little girl? Vicious laugh, I think that's called. Am I right?
Evil, yeah.
Evil.
Vicious evil laugh.
Yeah. Okay. So that only gives us this new depth and new extra texture onto our canvas, really. You can kind of, I hope I'm not too much off camera. Oh look, you can actually take your let's say knife, and you can even make some sort of patterns on the canvases, you know. I certainly will add here, because this one is large surface, so I think it won't, yes, it won't harm it won't harm it if we add it. So I'm gonna do that, maybe, and just run across it. Oh, I think Hannah wished to touch my coffee, doesn't
And
she?
your phone.
And my phone. No, Hanushka. Let's go. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
So thick.
I just don't want the string to move too much, so that's why I'm adding hot glue gun on the back of the canvas, as you can imagine. That's the reason. Emily, you meant to record today, you forgot?
Yeah.
We kind of forgot, isn't it? Well, I haven't planned to record today, but when Hannah was asleep, that was so quiet downstairs, I just said, why don't I just sneak in and just do something? Yes.
No, Mommy can't record. She has to play with Hannah. Tick. Exactly, Mom.
Now, I love that. Ems, what do you think? In
Very
general.
Stop pulling me out.
She's pulling your hair
Very
again.
pretty.
Do you like that?
Nice.
Think
It's gonna be nice. Very,
yes.
very textured.
Very textured
Very.
indeed, if not too much. Oh no, it's okay. So we don't have a string on the roundy one, but I think it would be nice to add it everywhere, since we are trying to add it in all of the places, make them all the same. I think it would be nice to just add it like that. Okay. Whoops. So I'm gonna grab some more modeling paste and just have it there. Oh, I'm not too sure. Oh yeah, that's better now. Girls just went to the living room. Okay, and one more is this one. That process seems to be boring, I think, because we are doing exactly the same thing for all of the projects, but at least you can see that seriously you can do exactly the same thing for your projects, and you know, you don't necessarily always have to have all the projects I have, and you can just use the same techniques on your own pieces that you have at home, whether you have just a piece of paper, or you have canvas like that, or whichever, you know. So just you can use those techniques. I hope you can see that. So I'm gonna leave those to dry, and I'm gonna come back to you when it's dry in a minute. I was also thinking that I could, before this dries actually, add some 3D balls. Lucas was ringing in the meantime, so I'm just grabbing my 3D balls. Now you can get them from PowerTex, you can get them from Prima. I'm sure you can find them all over. They are quite popular right now. And I'm just building this texture now, and I'm just pressing really into the modeling paste texture, so I don't have to use any kind of glue, because my modeling paste, my gesso in this case, is wet, so, and it's very thick, so I can easily attach elements of those stones into my project, and that's quite easy, as you can tell. So I am just playing around and thinking where to do, and it's going to be nice and very texture indeed. And when I will dip this in nicely, obviously it will be all glued down when it's dry and kind of permanent, so it will be easy to paint over or spray. Maybe we'll spray for a change. I haven't used sprays for quite some time, I think, or maybe I'm mistaking. So as you can see, every single canvas right now is different, yet they all the same. They're coming with, they came up from the same exact process, just less amount of product used because of the size, let's say. That's kind of what's different between them. But yes, you can certainly adapt the process to any project you wish. If you don't have canvas, work on a cardboard base. If you don't own the string, maybe you have some wool, and so on and so on. Really try to adapt your what's the word, what you have to what you see, and try to change and swap and substitute, and really not feel that you need exactly this. You don't. Oftentimes it happens, or sometimes it does happen, that certain things are hard to replace indeed, but then maybe you can just change a little bit, you know, that kind of way. And let's add some 3D balls here to the last canvas. I think it's really, really nice. I really love it. Really, really, really love it. I really wish you to see the main thing about this video, that seriously, the same process can be adapted anywhere, everywhere, and just try. Just don't be afraid of making it wrong. Don't be afraid that it's not going to be exactly the same, because it doesn't have to be exactly the same, as long as it's going to be your type of project, your way of seeing, adapting the technique to it. So definitely this is it. I'm gonna leave it to dry, and I'm gonna come back to you when everything is dry, probably later tonight. And yes, and I cannot wait. We probably will color it each different, but we will see. See you in a minute. Okay, one more thing before it dries. I just added the bigger, a few of the bigger balls, stony things, as you can see. Just few of them, just for extra texture. Hello, I'm back to you the next day. I didn't manage to finish anything last night. Actually, Emily was recording for her YouTube channel, so she took over my crafting space here, but I didn't really mind. Now, all my canvases are dry and they look really pretty, and my plan is to play around with all kinds of different colors that I brought, really random colors, to also show you how I'm kind of picking the colors. So let me see, and let me start off with, I guess, maybe the biggest one. I'd say maybe the biggest one. Now, some elements, some of those stones will gonna be falling, but that's perfectly fine. Now, I will also take my favorite towel that I have here, and this one, actually no, but for a change, I'm gonna use this blue towel, blue towel, because I want to rescue my table. I don't want this to be colored. Yeah, although I can wash off easily, sometimes some colors do stain, and I really wish to avoid this. So this is blue paper from my Lucas. He is always using that for all kinds of housework and things. So yes, I hope you can see. I think that you cannot see it fully, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move this a little bit. Okay, just a little bit, that's better. Now, so how I'm gonna start coloring my surface here? Well, there's some people start with the darkest color, some people start with the brightest. I guess my kind of in my ideal world, I would love to start it with the brightest kind of. And I'm looking, I don't have many bright colors here, but I think I'm gonna maybe chance it and see how I'm gonna do with this color, particular yellow one. I like that, and now I'm just seeing where the direction of my color will be. Now I have some white as well here from Lindy's. Doesn't want to work the magic because it's nearly finishing. That's okay. Now my next color would be which? You have to decide whether you're going towards, let's say, yellowish oranges, or maybe you go into yellowish and greens, or yellowish and pinks, yellowish and black. So you kind of have to decide. If I'm going to go for the green one now, probably this is not the best choice afterwards, but then maybe a good choice would be to use the teal, you know, that kind of attitude towards the colors. So let's see. I'm gonna add a tiny drop of green. This is a funny nozzle here, and it doesn't really do the magic nice because it's splashing the colors all over, but that's okay. I'm gonna use this one now. Oh, that's nice. So that's nice green. And I'm going next to my yellow, not really on the yellow, but next to my yellow. Yes, I have lots of extra white spots here. I'm gonna try to treat it with some white spray, and just hoping that... why am I so misfortunate with my white sprays and they don't want to spray? I don't know that. I'm gonna grab more. Okay, I have my brand new Jack Frost. Now, if you are looking for white spray, I have been always telling you that Lindy's Stamp Gang Jack Frost, frozen Jack Frost white, it's my go-to water, my go-to, oops, that's a bit too much, that's okay. That's my go-to color, my go-to spray. If you will be going to Lindy ordering it, make sure that you mention that Marta have sent you there to get it, because it is by far my most favorite white I ever found. So let's see. You should really wait for the color to settle a bit, but it's very chalky finish, which I love. And oh, it's working now. I love that. Now I'm trying to make sure that my color will run. Oh, that's nice. Now Can you see? I'm going with my color the way as we flow with the color, as the way as the kind of my composition is there, a little bit, because of course it's not that so much. Sometimes you can change your composition of color and all, but not, at this moment, the way I'm seeing it, it's to kind of concentrate and color on where my extra texture is, which is here. Where I'm coloring now. Now you can directly color it, but then as you could see, you may end up, unfortunately, to have all the colors can be transmitted towards the white spaces that you don't want. So you may want to be careful about that. Now I'm gonna repeat my yellow because my yellow got lost a little bit in the meantime. How is that? Do you like that, guys? Do you like that? What you think? Now I'm gonna grab some teal because teal is our friend. He could be really nice in here. So I'm gonna see if I go directly. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Ooh. And maybe here as well. And maybe here. And now what I wish to do, I wish to kind of yet again blend in everything. So I'm using my white just so everything will be softened down a little more, that kind of way. This is how I would color it. Oh, and move it a little bit. Oh, how absolutely pretty that is. Pretty, isn't it? The pretty is from my friends, from my actually godchild, Vivi. She's saying pretty for everything now. She is nearly 2. Well, she's 1.5. So yes, she's saying pretty. Now I'm going with my black. Of course, I am. And I'm definitely not going directly, at least not for now. But I am just adding some touches of dark towards my texture. As you can see, where my texture is, my string, my stones, and I'm going kind of under the stones, not really on top of the stones. I really wish to keep them pretty bright and white, if it's of course possible. Again, with the mediums, the beauty about that is that things do not always work as we plan or as we wish, because it's simply unpredictable in moments. So that's the beauty of it, I guess. So I'm adding some black. I love that very much, and I like what I see. I really do. I like how the color went on top of my strings and it transmitted some color there, which is lovely. Now I do think, now be careful with holding and opening your sprays. I always says that. Now look at this nice movement here. It's gorgeous. It's pretty abstract, very pretty abstract, I would say. Now I nearly am loving what I see, as in I would afraid that we break it. I don't like this middle part being very much very much into, yeah, taking my white space. I prefer not to. Oh, that's the old one. Okay, that's the new one. There we go. So all my sprays usually that are laying around are spritzed with white. But that's fine. Now I think it's absolutely gorgeous, but I would still wish to go a bit more with my, that's actually distress spray stains. I can't wait to try oxide sprays. I need to buy them for definite to try it for you. I'm sure you would love that. Now be careful, because you may lose your white space in no time if you're not gonna pay it too much attention. So be very careful where you're spritzing and how you're going with the color. So be very careful about that. Now I am yet again gonna grab some more white and go with this. It's very wet right now, guys. It's extremely wet, which I love about it. I really do. And I'm gonna go back with my black yet again, making sure that I have even more on my texture so it can be more visible. You could really finish at that, I'd say, and enjoy your abstract textured canvas. I really wanted you to see the color, how it flows, and how you can actually make it run and joyful for yourself and really enjoy coloring. Now I'm gonna maybe add a little bit of that here, of that. Oopsie, that was large. That's okay. Always you can rescue yourself with a little bit of white. And let's see. Okay, I like that. I really love that now. Let me, excuse me, let me grab more of black. Be careful when you open your sprays, do not spill it. Now I'm sure that my desk is very much wet now. That's okay too. I'm gonna clean it just in a second. But I really wish this part of my canvas to be super extremely dark. So I'm gonna keep adding the dark and not move it anymore. And just keep it as it is, which is nice. Ah, super. A little bit here, a little bit there. You can see that the colors, they mixed up, but they're not like a poopy color or anything. They're really not too bad. Well, maybe a bit of a poopy there, but I think that's fine and that's acceptable, a definite. Okay, I think we have it. I think it's lovely like that. I really think so. Maybe a little bit of more white here in place. Maybe. Also, what you could do is you could just open your white and just do like this kind of, and see what sort of extra texture thing you will have. Now I'm gonna move this aside for drying on my actually stool here. Oh, that's gorgeous. And this is extremely white. Oh, it's not too bad actually. Close your dark. Now I'm gonna grab some baby wipe. It's here. So you will see how I color my other projects. And many of you is asking how to choose about the colors. How do you know how to color it? So I hope this will, because I don't know how to explain it. I don't use color wheel. I just use my intuition, and it's very hard for me to explain it really, how I do it or how I understand it. So I hope this will give you some helpful look at it, and that will give you some kind of helpful advices, I hope. Okay, let's move on to another color, another canvas, the smaller one. Let's see this one. Now, I will be working quite similar way, as in, let's say that this one will be what color we wish this to be. I'm gonna start off with yellow. Why not? I'm gonna start off exactly the same way, but now instead of going with my greens that will certainly match, I'm gonna be chancing it and running with my red or not. It doesn't. Oh, it works. Oh no! You have to be added there a little bit, so come on. No, sometimes it happens with sprays. Perfect. There we go. It's okay, it went all over here, but we fix it. We can fix it with, I'm gonna have colored hands all day today, I feel. You can fix it, look, with white a little bit, and that's fine. Now, so we have red and yellow, well, pinkish and yellow. So what about this one? This is some purplish color, which could be totally nice. You can help yourself with water as well. Oh, look at that now. I love that. I'm loving this now. So I'm just playing with this color, and as you can see, those are friend colors. They are friends. They are from the same mother. They are very similar in their feel, and they liking each other. They are not fighting. They can go together for a walk, and they can mix nicely together because they're from the same family. Pinks and reds and fuchsias and all kinds, and yellow always jump in there for a little walk, and it's perfectly fine, you know. So you can see that it does work between them. It's perfect. They are friends, and you can add some white so it softens everything. You can play with the movement like that. a little bit. There we go. How gorgeous and how simple that was. Now, my last thing I love to add is my black and add my contrasting colors and making sure that I have some bit of contrast here going on. So black will help it. Now you can see that I have really little texture in terms of products being used. I have some string, I have some stones, and some gesso, which is very thick one, so it build up like a texture paste. But you can use modeling paste, make it even thicker, leave it for the next day, use some stencil if you wish. So you know, it's a very simple project, it really is. But sometimes in the simplicity, or oftentimes, or most of the times, I believe it, that the beauty lies in the simplicity, and I hope you can see that today. And I really hope that you will feel for the project to try yourself. Now you're gonna ask me, probably, I know what you're gonna ask me, I know you well now, Marta, but what about it? So what? You can frame it, you can add a little title, sticker, you can add chipboard title, you can add sticker, you can add a little flower, you can add a butterfly in the middle from paper fussy cut. You can do so much. Will I be finishing that today? I'm not too sure. I'll see, because I really wish you to see that one project can turn into so many possibilities. I really hope you to see that. So finishing that, not necessarily. I can leave them as they are, maybe just as a set of abstract. You can leave things as abstract, call them abstract, and perfect and lovely. And look at that. Isn't it that just gorgeous? Super. So I think I'm happy with that. So I'm gonna move it on the side yet again next to my other project that I barely have space to fit. Oh, it worked. Awesome. Now project the smaller ones. I love working on a small surface much more than the bigger one. Probably that's why I started with the bigger one. Now will I start with the yellow yet again? I will, and I tell you why. Because you can see at least that our startup is the same. Where I'm choosing my color, well, you can see that I haven't worked on those two corners, which are plainish. I'm adding color where my texture is, where's more string, where's more stones. So that kind of way. You can go across it. Why not? You can try and go across it. Now this one will be vintagey, let's say, and we're gonna add some brown to it, and we're gonna play with that. Now do I like the fact that there is so much yellow there? I'm not too sure, so I'm gonna wash it off. Goodbye. I'm washing off with water gently. Thank you. And the water also helped to move it and actually make a little space and brightness there. Now another color to be used. Now yet again, use what you have at home. You don't have to have exactly the same colors as I'm using purposely. I'm not telling you the names of my sprays because I really wish you to understand that you can make beautiful art not necessarily having exactly what I have, because I don't want you to always go and jump for things that I'm using. Well, unless I'm selling it in my shop. No, just kidding. Of course, use what you have. Use what you have and enjoy what you have. If you have blues, if you're fan of blues, just use that blue. If you're fan of reds and blacks, use that, guys, you know. Look how absolutely gorgeous that is. And yet again, I have used yellow, brown and red, and those seems to be like friends colors, I think. So I'm using them. And you see that the darker color also goes underneath it, our texture beautifully. So use that magic and advantage of the colors going under and beautifully showing off and showcasing our gorgeous texture. Now I had some breakages in the gesso because the gesso was a very thick amount, and look how breakages lovely looking and the color went down. I think you could also use, if you have the cracking paste, it would be awesome, absolutely awesome, I believe it. So you could use that. Now I wonder, should I be using the oh no, I told you, be careful with your sprays. No! Okay. Oh well, what can I say? I won't be rescuing that much. No, I just gonna take this. No! What can you do? Quickly, what can you do? Use your white. Wash it off. Look. Done. Rescued. kind of-ish. It is rescued enough. Like the string, it's clean. It's the string is colored, but that's fine. So we rescued it. Nothing to stress. Nothing to be stressed. But when you're opening your sprays, please do hold your bottle. That's my second big spill. One was the black color. Oh, it was on the desk. Crazy. It was so hard to wash it off. Now I'm gonna add my yellow yet again because it's gorgeous, I think, and it will add this nice sunset color. I think it's like a sunset, isn't it? It's beautiful. I absolutely adore this. And now you will see that we have all different colors around us on our canvases. At least I'll try. I'm gonna leave it at that, guys, because I'm afraid to not spill again, but I'm afraid that the surface is getting smaller and smaller. Now, will I add black at all? Or maybe gray for a change? Oh no, wait, I have this super dark brown. Sure, why not? Let's try the black. Now, I'm opening my sprays away from my canvas simply because there's always some mica powder on the bottle, so I don't want my mica powder go on my project while I'm opening. I hope that makes sense. I hope it does. Now, so this is nice. Nice. It's not really dark like black, but it is darker. So, oh. Oops. Rescue this again. Okay, that's fine. Now, I think I will try and add a little more of this chalkwood bind thing. Now, sprays are from Tim Holtz, sprays are from Lindy's, from 13 Arts. You can have some sprays from Color Blast, you can have some Little Birdie. Every brand, or loads of brand, Prima, everyone is offering you beautiful sprays. So use what you have around your area where you live, whatever you're able to buy, and everything should work pretty similar the way as I'm showing you now. So no stress, guys, no stress. I love that red. Oh, I nearly spilled it again. Can you imagine this? Okay, guys, I think we can call this pretty much finished in terms of color. And I hope that this will go down a little bit. Nice. I will add tiny bit of gray. No, I have this gray, which is, I think, darker gray. I'll see if this will do any good to the project at all. Or not. Oh yes, it does. Just a little bit, a touch in my edges. I'm glad that Hannah has a good night, good sleep now, good nap. That's lovely. I should be doing something else. I should be doing cafe cards. I'm not sure if you're aware, there's a group on Facebook that I'm running with a few of my friends, and it's called Maremi's Creative Cafe. And we have a weekly challenge, but really technically I'm posting a challenge every 2 weeks, and I should be doing that now. Instead, I'm recording a video for you. So I hope you will forgive me, those who are playing in the challenge. And yeah, sometimes you just, oh, look at that now. How gorgeous this is. How gorgeous. Look at the beautiful, I'm getting rid of the black spots here. Look how gorgeous some purplish happen to be. So I'm going to put this away. Now, if you wish to have a look at the group, it's called Maremi's Creative Cafe. Now, I need this to be flatter. 2 seconds, guys. I am going to be putting this here, maybe. Okay. Maremi's Creative Cafe on Facebook. There is a question, where did you hear about the group? So you can say that you heard it from me on YouTube. You can, and there's a question, what's your favorite craft? So whatever you are into it. So yeah, you can join us, maybe join the challenge. You can join the challenge even if it's halfway down. That's okay, it doesn't matter. We're very relaxed there. Now we have 2 beautiful tiny beauties. Absolutely love, adore working on a tiny small canvases. Tiny art is something that I love. Small art is also something that I totally love. And I heard Hannah waking up, and that's no good. Just kidding. Now I'm gonna add some white all over, and I'm gonna play with this. I used to love this, I tell you. Bodalicious Blush from Lindsay. I love that pink, dirty pink color. Bodalicious Blush. Oh, you see, it's not really pink, it's this, I don't know what is it, but I just love it. I just totally am, like, look, for me this is nearly finished, as it is, gorgeous, done and dusted, but it would be a little too little, so I'm gonna just play with this black here, not black, this is the gray color actually. Oh, that's gorgeous all together. Look at some kind of purplish happening. I love playing with color, you know me, and you have missed the coloring of my journals so much, and I missed it too as well. So I hope that this will be in your liking, this video, because you have said it to me so many times, Marta, I miss your videos where you were playing with sprays and all colors and all. So yes, I hope you will love this now. A lesson on color, I guess. How to break a color, how to break a canvas while adding some color and texture. I love that so much, guys. This is quite funny here. Because I don't know. And now what I would probably usually do is I would dry that and come back to it, because the gesso is taking away some pigment always, or most of the time, or a lot of time, depending on the brand of the spray, but also it depends on the surface we work. It depends on all kinds of things. But I know that many of you have said, Marta, why my color is not staying on my gesso? It sometimes doesn't, because some sprays have only mica, some sprays have like shimmer, some sprays have more chalky finish. So it really depends, you know, it really depends. But don't get discouraged. I think I'm talking like crazy fast today, am I right? Okay, so this is it. We have it and it's gorgeous. I'm gonna add some white, and I love it as it is. I'm gonna leave it as it is. Look, super stunning like. So I'm gonna put it there. Okay, and lastly but not leastly, anyway, what else I have here that I haven't used? I'm looking at the colors that blue. We have no blue at all. Let me grab some. Okay, I'm not really fan of blue as such. I don't know why, really. But I have those not so typical blue, I'd say. It's more like gray, it's more like dark blue. So yes, I don't know what color that is. You see, did you see? I haven't tested any. Woo! That is the color. Oh wow. I haven't tested any, as you could see. And that's perfectly fine. I'm not afraid of... Oh, the little Baba came. Oh, this is like gray and it's gorgeous. Absolutely love that. I think the baby just woke up and she wished to be with me, I think. Hi, Hannah. Hi. Hi. Now this is funny color. This is like... It's called denim. Denis Zuko denim. I love that too. I used it oftentimes in the past. Denis Zuko's denim. Gorgeous color, isn't it? It's like not really blue, not really green, like not really denim. It's very, very intrigued color. Intrigued color. Intrigued. I'm intrigued. This doesn't work. Oh no, that should work. So I'm really, you know what, come on, I'm really going with my white here to stretch my surface, and I'm gonna just grab this. This one is another of Tim's de-stress sprays. I need the other sprays to try. I really need them in my life. I have to have them, guys. I saw that some of you already have it, and I'm not jealous, but I'm so excited. And I'm not watching much, actually none. Only seen that you have it, but I don't watch because I want to surprise myself and have a feeling of first trial. So hopefully I'll get them someday if they be here in Europe to buy and wear. Yes. Oh, working with the sprays this way, I just love. It's my cup of tea so much. And yes, everything will look a little different after drying. Unfortunately, it will lose a lot of its pigment. It always does. That's what I probably don't like about, in general, about this kind of projects, because it does lose the pigment on the gesso and all, but that's how it is. I'm gonna grab some of that gray from other brands so I can have different shades of 50 shades of gray. Did I just say it out loud? Did I just say it? Anyway, you know what I mean. It's like my house. It has 50 shades of gray, literally. Everything is gray. My friend laughed when I said to him, oh, we have to paint fence in the garden, and when we moved, and he goes, let me guess, is it gray? will it be gray? And I was like, obviously, Barry, it will be grey. Okay, I think I love it as it is. It's different, so I'm gonna just leave it, and I'm gonna come back to you when I clean this mess and I bring them all together for you to see. Look at all of them together. Beautiful, beautiful canvases. I wonder which is your favorite. My one, probably the small one and the red one here. Those two would be my favorite, but really there is something special about them all. Now I hope you can see that it doesn't matter what shape of canvas you have, what size, small or big, it really doesn't matter. You can use the same product, you can use exactly the same process and startup of all of those canvases, as you could see. Coloring technique, this is the way I love coloring my projects. Oftentimes I do, whether it's canvas or journal pages, that's how I do it. But feel free to use your own way, adjust it to whatever is your best liking, what's you the most comfortable with. You can certainly finish it off, add some flowers, add some title maybe here from chipboard, or some maybe sticker, or maybe you can just frame it as it is and have it as abstract, beautiful, textury colored project. Maybe some bling bling in some parts. Really, it's up to yourself. This process was for you to see that you can have different kind of project, yet they started exactly the same. I really hope it was helpful, inspirational, and I hope that this answered some of the questions that you had been asking me over the years regards the coloring. I use my intuition, I use my kind of feeling for the color. Another important thing that I noticed, I haven't colored my canvases fully with the white, so so you can see that like this color is here different to this one, because there's no gesso here on the edges, and there is no gesso. Hannah is trying to come here to my, I bring her, 2 seconds. Come on, Hannah. Hutch. Oh, hi. Are you coming yet again to my studio? This time there is nothing for you interesting here. Okay, now let me just sit you somewhere. Let me just sit you somewhere over here. I'm not sure if it's possible. Okay, are you good? Now you can sit here for just 1 second, Hanushka. Now I have coffee near you, and I have sprays near you, and I have, what I can give you? I can give you this. Look. Oh yes. Oh, those are nice things. Yes, have a look at them. So guys, what I was saying, oh yes, not everywhere we have gesso, and some parts were not covered with gesso because I wasn't using a brush, I was using spatula. So that way some parts of canvases are raw. Yes, Hannah, good girl. And you see the color is taken, absorbed differently. So that's something to think for yourself. I love it. I actually love the differentiation. You can actually see it here, that there is hard for me in one hand, but there is white here, but this edge is not colored at all and it's darker, so the canvas took the color much nicer. But anyway, edges here, feel free to color it and finish them. I didn't, it was just more of the top part. Yes, I think I'm gonna finish it that, guys, because I think this is, I hope, answering a lot of your questions and doubts. So thank you so much as always for watching, for being here, for supporting my channel, and for commenting. Yet again, you've killed it. You have Tata, tak. You have left me so many beautiful, amazing comments under my recent videos. I am slowly catching up, so thank you so much. It's a bit slower than I wish, but there is so many of comments, so thank you so much. I'm really loving reading them in my evenings and heartening them, because I'm giving you heart means I read it. Sometimes I reply if there's a question or if something touched me truly. So thank you so much as always. Don't forget to share this video with your friends. This would be amazing if you could do that for me. My hand is dirty, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start doing my 52 cafe cards challenge, because I have my cards here ready. Let me show you. Those are the cards that I will be using for the challenge. Those are Prima cards. And let me show you, I'm gonna grab Hanushka with me, and let me show you my last two cards, or last few cards that I have here just next to me. This one was last week. It was Mot for letter M. We had some N for navy. It was beautiful. Oopsie, beautiful little card as well. And some other one, this one was F for fairies, because we work with the letters, and we are I'm coming up with a name with some words starting with the letter from alphabet, so F for fairies. If you wish to have a look, Maremi's Creative Cafe, jump in. Even if you're not going to join the challenge, you can certainly share your projects there. It's really about support and love in the group, and being positive for others, not really for promotional purpose. We're not there to promote any pages, websites, blogs, nothing like that. We're there for each other to have a little bit of fun, support and love for arts and crafts. So thank you so much. I'm gonna finish at that. I'm excited about this project and video for you, because I really think this is something that that you have been waiting for. So thank you so much. I love you loads, but I have to really go cook some dinner. Bye. Have fun and have a great day today. Bye. Bye bye.